Hi everybody, this is Katie. I can't believe Animal Crossing New Horizons has been out for a whole year. It was a crazy year for most of us, but it also went quickly, and I think having this game helped. To celebrate the 1-year anniversary of ACNH, I want to share my 10 most unforgettable moments with you guys. I will never forget what it was like when I walked into the museum in my island for the first time. I don't mean Blather's tent, I mean the full museum. Once you walk in, even before you had all of your fish and bugs and fossils in place, it was practically empty and it was still amazing. They did such a good job of the design on the museum in this game, and it is definitely one of the early and unforgettable moments that I had this year. When you first start playing this game, one of the things that you are desperately in need of are more bells. And we did some pretty creative things to earn more bells early in the game. Last April when the game came out, we were capable of going to a Nook Mile Ticket Island, clearing all the resources down and catching tarantulas. You could fill your entire pocket with tarantulas pretty quickly. The spawn rates have changed and the game is the same as it was last April, but it's still a pretty unforgettable moment when I created my first tarantula island and was able to return back with a pocket full of spiders. My first peppy villager in this game was Ketchup, and I really adored her. That super sweet little duck and I became good friends in the game, and it ended up being that Ketchup was the very first villager I ever got a photo from. I will never forget the moment getting a villager photo from this cute little duck. It was several months before I had a meteor shower on my island, but my little sister had one on her island pretty early in the game, and she invited me over, and the two of us would sit on the phone and we would talk and chat and sit there and hit our A buttons and wish on stars over and over again, and it was so magical. I will never forget the moments that I had with my sisters in this game, but in particular, those of wishing on stars. When the summer update last year came out and we were able to dive into the water for the first time, I will never forget that moment. I had been playing in this island for so many months, and being able to physically go into the water to really breach that boundary, all of a sudden my island became bigger, and I will never forget what it felt like. It was exhilarating to jump into the water for the first time. Some of the hardest creatures for us to find in this game are the beetles and stags of late summer, and the golden stag is one of the rarest. I will never forget a beetle hunt that I took that was 7.5 hours long, where I was able to go to Nook Mile Ticket Island and hunt down all of the beetles and stags, in particular the golden stag that eluded me for so long. Rock gardens in this game can be really creative and very beautiful. When you can take all the rocks and put them together in one spot, it's quite an achievement, and I will never forget the very first moment when I was able to get all of my rocks together and create a rock garden for the very first time. When you reach a 5-star island in this game, you can ask Isabelle and she will tell you, but that's not the only way that you can find out. If you haven't talked to Isabelle in a while, at some point you can be walking along the cliff edge of your island and you will find a lily of the valley. And that is what happened to me. Without even knowing it, I was just walking up and down my island, and there it was, this beautiful, perfect little flower that meant my island was 5 stars for the very first time. For anyone who doesn't play this game or who hasn't been playing the game a while, this might seem like a strange one, but when we were able to unlock the update for the emote that allowed us to sit down, it was one of the best and most unforgettable moments in this game. Now, I know that probably sounds really bizarre, so I think I will leave it at this. If you know, you know. Early on when I was playing this game, I set out to create every single color flower that there was. The hybrid system is very complex and quite fun to do if you really put your mind to it, and I was determined to make the elusive blue rose. This took days and days and was the very first reason I started time traveling in the game so that I could get a blue rose faster. So huge and absolutely unforgettable moment in the game, the very first time I logged in and found a blue rose. Thank you for taking a few minutes to go down memory lane with me. If you have been playing this game for a while, I would also like to know what some of your unforgettable moments are in this game, so be sure and put those in the comments below. I hope you found something useful here and that you continue creating in this game. Until next time, have the best Animal Crossing day.